Okay, we're looking at the back of a handle that's got the light in it. Now this one doesn't have the slot in front. The one on my DeVille does, but the way the guts look is if they're all there, you can see that this little doohickey, which got a screw on each side, is the clamp that holds this light fixture. It's just like a Christmas light thing. You know, get a set of Christmas lights, old set of Christmas lights, and cut one of them out, and you got it. That's it. 12-volt light goes in there, and when you put it together, you don't do the screws, of course, and you. I'm doing it the hard way right now, but anyway, pull it through, and there. See, that fastens in there. See, now of course it would slide up a little further, and the light would be up in there. Now on this one. But the screws have to be loosened, okay? I have it apart so that I can clean it and polish it. This one has that, a little globe, see, that hangs down. And it slides all the way in there like that, see? And this globe hangs down, and the light's inside the globe, and this little globe lights up. But this is the expensive one. But the cheap ones just have a slot here, and it does light the area below, behind the handle there, so that you can see where to grab, and it's enough light, I guess, to get the key in the door. But it's just a Christmas light up inside that clamp. The DeVille has one too, and so I'll make sure it works. And I might even replace it with this one because it's so bitchin'. That's how that works. Now on the GIMP, as you can see when you take it apart, it's just the flat part is slid behind the wood. See? The flat part is just slid behind the wood. So as you're putting your paneling in, just slide the flat part under it and then insert and finish your paneling. So you just slide it under there. It's hard for me to do and hold it at the same time. So as you're putting your paneling in, slide the GIMP in. This GIMP's going to get replaced. But slide the GIMP in with your hands, and with a little glue on there, and then put your paneling in place, and that should hold it. You may have to trim the back of the GIMP. This is old GIMP. It's all coming out. You may have to trim the back of it, the flat part, in order to, because it won't go in all that far. But as you can see, there's a lot of room. The panels that wrap the outside, in other words, the front, top and rear of the camper, really overlaps quite a bit into the trailer. See? You got a whole inch here for this GIMP to lay in. So as you're putting your paneling back, slide the GIMP under it this way, not this way. Don't do it with this paneling on the side, because it butts right up against this other paneling. Put it in with this, of course you don't have the skin off, but this is what I'm telling you to do from the inside. As you're putting the inside paneling in, you got all this room to slide the GIMP under here. That's a whole inch. So you take the GIMP. Let me go get some GIMP like you have. Alright, so all I'm saying is, even though you're working from the inside out rather than from the outside in, you see there's two ways to work on a trailer. The way trailers are built are from the outside in. They panel everything, put the walls up, and then they wrap the outside with the paneling for the front, top, and back. And then they put in the framing, and then they put the skin on the outside over it. So it's very difficult to replace paneling from the inside. But when you do, it's not too hard on the walls, but on the wrap, and the wrap being from front to rear, it's kind of hard to do because it goes all the way over to the outside of the walls. Anyway. The way you're doing it, you're putting the paneling back in from the inside, okay? So as you do, let me just get this out of here. As you do, jeez, you know, it's been one of those days. Work was like that too. As you're putting your paneling in, slide this with it. See? And if it won't go all the way, trim this. It's 5/8 of an inch wide here. Okay, the flat part, cut it down. Take scissors and cut it down to half that, so that it will slide in there. And it doesn't take much pressure, it'll hold it in there. Put a little glue on there, slide it in, okay? The only thing that's holding this from going all the way in is a little piece of wood that's jammed in there. And if I was to trim it, oh, it's a nail. Okay, yeah, so if I was to cut it right there, it would go all the way in. Because there's a nail coming from the outside that, when they wrap this, they pound nails in from the outside. That nail is holding this from going in. So I would need to trim it. I would need to cut it down to half size. And then as I'm putting my paneling in, I could feed this with it, and with some glue, and it would stay there. See, and there's your GIMP. It would be there. Here, down here, away from the nail, you can see another nail. Yeah, another nail. I'm having all the luck in the world today with everything I do. There we go. See, and then it would be right there where it needs to be. So. That's all I can tell you. The GIMP, it's if you're not building the trailer, rebuilding it the way they build it, it's tough to deal with. And but sometimes you only need to replace a little bit of paneling. You don't want to tear the whole trailer apart. So there, you gotta be creative and mess with this stuff, and just figure out ways to get it in there. But whether you're putting the paneling in like this and sliding this in with it, or doing it from the outside, either way, this goes in between there. So. I got lots of this stuff, jeez, more than I need. Glad you needed some. So there you have it. By the way, for all my fans, I've been working, and it's also just been too dang hot to work on this thing out here. I haven't been able to do much. I've been sanding the inside and working on the cabinetry a bit and little doodads. But I'll be done with this job in about 3 weeks, and then and during that time I'll get a day here and there, I'll be able to work on it. But you can follow Chris and what he's doing too, and I'm also going to do some videos on little things like polishing. People have been asking me, how do you get that so shiny, and how do you do this and how do you do that? So I'll do some videos on little things that have to be done on all trailers that you're refurbishing, and that'll help too. So you know how projects go. You get on them for a while, and then the other life gets in the way too. Can't just do projects all the time. But now that it's cooling off, I'll be able to get a lot more work done on this, and we can move along with it. So, but there you go, Chris, on the GIMP for the Shasta. Try some different stuff, but that's about all I can tell you. You got to be creative when you do this stuff, but you can work magic if you just think about it, play with it enough. You'll find something that works, and that's the way everything on these things are.